To go through everything she goes through every day, and we take for granted that we can breathe, and just for her to be able to do that would be pretty nice. People don't understand the importance of asthma, how important it is that they could lose their breath anytime, and they could actually go into comas and they can die.
The two types of asthma are, first, your airways are constricted and you can't get oxygen in. And then there's another type of asthma where you can't get the oxygen out that your lungs have in it. So since she has both those types of asthma, it creates this life-threatening situation for her. The oxygen can't get out, so her blood starts turning to poison. And her body just pretty much will start poisoning itself. So during Kaylee's first episode, her teacher noticed that she wasn't breathing well, and he sent her to the nurse, and that's when they called me, and I let them know, well, she needs a breathing treatment. And then they called me after that and said she's really not doing any better, so we're getting nervous, we need to know what we need to do. And I'm like, she needs more breathing treatments, because that's all we knew up until that point. She couldn't get more breathing treatments because they could not do more than what was okayed. I was trying to get there as soon as I could, because once I got there, they would let me administer whatever I needed to. They ended up having to call the ambulance. I ended up getting there the exact point the ambulance did, so there wasn't anything I could do anymore because they took over. They put IVs in every single main artery or vein in her entire body. There was probably 12 medicines at least running through all of the IVs, and they were hitting her with a bunch of EpiPens on the way there, and just nothing was working. She was starting to go into shock. It was just a horrible experience, but if it wasn't for you guys, she wouldn't be alive right now, I know that. Kaylee's second episode happened in June of 2012, and she basically had all the same symptoms as before, but they were not recognized until it was too late. I was maybe 10 minutes behind him in the car, and they had already hit her with over 50 EpiPens before I even walked in the door. They told us that they're not really going to have any other option for her, that they are pretty sure she's not going to make it, but there's a last resort, and it was the ECMO machine.
Seeing Kaelea on ECMO was probably one of the most devastating events we've ever been through with any of our children or grandchildren. She totally had changed. You know, her body had swelled, and a lot of her blood vessels in her face had popped, and it was a life-changing experience for all of us. We didn't know if she was going to live, so it changed everybody.
The 9th day they took her off of the ECMO. From the time we checked in to the time we left, it was like 22, 23 days. Dr. Center said he had never seen anybody recover as fast as she had off of being on the life support. So that was a really good sign. Now, we know exactly what to look for. He just made all of us do the training, and he trained us how to use the EpiPens as well, and how she should be doing her inhaler. So now that we're all completely educated on exactly how each and every step's supposed to go, hopefully this will never happen again.
Kaylee probably has taught me to be mostly thankful for family, and that the university is here, because without the university, honestly, Kaylee would probably not be here. So all those people that helped Kaylee, we can't even say thank you enough. They gave us another day with her. Thank you for all your knowledge. You saved her life, and if you hadn't have, we would not have her, so that means everything to all of us. We couldn't be more grateful.
Bringing my daughter Kaylee to the medical staff here in Iowa City was by far one of the best choices that I could have ever made. I would like to say thank you for everything that you have done for my daughter. I just want to thank you guys from the bottom of my heart for treating her like she was the only patient at that time, and that her life was important to you guys as much as it was to me. I just can't thank you guys enough.